What's up, guys? Well, today we have a product review. This product was sent to us from Haloview. It is a backup slash observation camera. Luckily, we already had a camera, so we really didn't need one. Full disclosure, they sent this to us from Haloview, but we are gonna go ahead and take off that camera. That is the VisionsWorks camera. It is okay. We've had some problems with it. When we're driving, it will lag and blop out. This camera is supposed to not have as much lag. It's supposed to have 984 feet of wireless connection. So even with a long trailer and truck, it's supposed to be able to handle that with no issues. So let me go ahead and get this thing unboxed, show you everything that comes in the box, and we'll go from there. All right, so in this kit, we got the camera that goes on the back of the RV. We got the monitor that goes in the truck, a couple different mounting options for in the truck, some wires, one for the cigarette light adapter, one to hardwire it. Looks like we got a shade for the screen and a couple different antenna options. And then some instructions on how to install this whole thing. All right, for the tools that I will need to remove that current camera is a nut driver, a screwdriver, possibly some wire cutters, wire strippers, definitely non-marring scraping tool to get the old silicone off, and some fresh silicone. All right, guys, so after I took down the old camera, I am gonna go up there and clean up the area, make sure there's no leftover silicone from the last job or anything like that. So let's get that area cleaned up. And then I'm gonna test the plug for the new camera to see if it will work with the old plug. I kinda doubt it, so I'll have to rewire it with the new plug on there. That plug won't work, not a problem, I can hardwire. But I'm also trying to figure out, am I gonna put the camera here, or I can put it directly over that hole and keep it perfectly sealed up even better than what was there before. I'm thinking that's what I might do, because they gave you an actual back for this so that the camera can go directly over whatever hole is currently there, and it makes it a little more secure. So now I'm sitting here stripping the wire back, prepping it so that I can put these little connectors on here and squeeze them tight so that it has a good solid connection. All right, so if I'm going to directly mount over the hole, I need this little piece right here. And what happens is the wire goes through that little hole there, all right, snitches all the way up, and then sits in there, and it's got 4 little screws that I need to work on putting in there so that it holds this plate in place. And then there's the rubber piece that goes over the top of this to make sure it all stays secure. All right, so I got the rubber piece. I was able to push the connector through the little hole that was already provided. And then as I slide it on in there, all right, like so that it helps create a secure back onto this. I'll add silicone around the outside edges of this and make sure everything looks good. Need to get the connector on here, and there is little arrows on here that you need to line up. Once those are lined up, then you twist it so that it locks into place. I'm going to stuff all the extra wire into the hole here. I'm going to start one of my screws and then put the level on it to make sure that everything is good, and it goes right over the top of that hole, so no water or anything should get into that hole once we're done. So one thing I had to do was, Alliance gave me this hole already with the pre-wire switch inside, which is nice, but I had to take out some of the styrofoam in there because there was so much wiring and whatnot to get in there. And then the other thing you're probably gonna have to do is pre-drill these holes, because they will not go on their own. It's going into fiberglass, right? So I got my one hole started here, all right? Now that I got it started, what I can do, like I said, is I can get it kind of drilled in, get it kind of started, and then what I'll do is I'll get my other one, get a level on this, and make sure I am good to drill it in. Alright guys, time to put silicone on everything up there, make sure it's good. And then because the camera is down below the roof point, it actually says to use this antenna, so I'll get this screwed in, and then I'll have to climb up on the roof and clean the roof. He's got some 3M adhesive there, tape it down, and then I'll probably put a little Eternabond and tape on it to make sure the wire isn't just flopping all over the place. So let me go ahead and get this thing siliconed and the antenna hooked on, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so this monitor has the same exact slot as the old monitor. We got the antennas on here. There's a threaded, I guess, I want to say washer, but that's not really what it's called. I don't even know what you call it, but it threads forward and tightens up against this so it locks it in place so it won't slide around a bunch. So, and this just slides right on in there like so, and tightens up like that. All right, so connect the connectors here. Should be good to go. Hit my... Oh, look at there. We're working from the get-go. I didn't have to sync anything up. All right, sunshade is installed, and man, that picture looks clear. We'll have a better idea of how it's going to perform when we leave this weekend and driving down the road. But for now, look at that clear picture. Man, that is pretty. Hey guys, I want to give you our final thoughts on the Haloview BT7 camera here. Initially we had some issues with it where the camera was glitching and rebooting and having some stuff like that, so we reached out to Haloview. They sent us an antenna extension because our RV is so long, and after we got that antenna extension, we've not had any problems with glitches, with lagginess or rebooting. The camera has worked flawlessly. Now, I'm going to give you a couple facts about this camera. Not only is it a backup camera, but it's an observation camera as well. This camera can transmit video on vehicles up to 65 feet, which we're extending it, and that's why we need the antenna extension. The signal strength reaches up to 984 feet, which is awesome. We actually tested that when we were at our last campground. We pulled pretty far away, at least a football field or more away, and we could see a clear picture through the camera, no problem. The monitor is super bright, and you can see clearly even on bright sunny days, which is nice. And with a 1080p HD, you couldn't ask for a better picture, and it is clear. This system also allows for recording using its built-in DVR system. We haven't tested that yet. We haven't needed any reason to record, but at some point we might. We'll have to see. We have noticed at night, the night vision works extremely well. Funny story about this, it has an actual light back there on the camera, and we went to one of our first harvest hosts and the light was on. I didn't realize how to turn it off until it's on the monitor. There's a function in there to turn that light off. So just be aware of that at nighttime, that you want to make sure you turn that light off so you don't disturb your neighbors. With the backup lines and built-in audio, backing up has never been easier. The audio is a little sketchy at times, but we can still hear each other if we need to, and I've definitely backed up just using the camera and not having walkie-talkies or cell phones, and it worked out beautifully. So it works, which is really nice. Overall, we've been extremely happy with this camera, and we love it. We love the picture, we love the quality. It's definitely going to stick with us for a while now, and we will have a code down below in the links for a discount. So if you need to get one of these Haloview cameras, or you're looking for a camera for your RV, click that link and go ahead and order one. We'll see you guys on the road. Also, if you guys use a different camera or you have different experience with Haloview, put it in the comments below. Let us know what your thoughts are. Please like, subscribe, and share this video so everybody out there in YouTube land can see this thing.
If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and liking our channel. Don't forget to click that bell to be notified when we release another crazy video.